Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast between, this is going to be Nicker playing as the Night Elf player versus OSL playing as the Orc. For some reason they decided to confuse things by playing under different names. Alright, we have the Orc player spawning as the Red Orc over here at the north position here, and under the name Movok. Meanwhile down over here we are going to have I Am Black Sheep, who is actually Nicker spawning as the Blue Night Elf. I will try to refer to them as Night Elf and Orc throughout the rest of the matchup. It is up to you to move your eyes up a little bit and just realize that Nicker is Night Elf and OSL is Orc. So, Night Elf down over here, this is Centaur Grove, a map that really isn't used all that much in terms of tournament play. A lot of very, very interesting doodads and a lot of very interesting different strategies can open up here. And I am surprised that we are actually seeing a game here on Centaur Grove. Now, I'm not 100% sure what the particular creep patterns will be. You can see that this is a 2-2-2 or 2-2-4 creep camp off over here. That's still considered green. It should be fairly easy for the Night Elf player to go ahead and Ancient of War creep that out. Meanwhile, we are going to be coming in with a Blade Master from the Orc player. Now, is it going to be a Blade Master versus a Demon Hunter? Yes, it is. It is the battle of the agility heroes, since agility does help so much in terms of attack speed, attack damage, and also damage mitigation, with the agility adding to your base armor. Wisp now moving around across the map. It looks as though the Wisp is just going to be hiding in some trees here. Also doing a bit of scouting. Wisp benefiting from moving faster than any other worker unit on the map there, as we are seeing a Voodoo Lounge now placed down off here. How did I know it was a Voodoo Lounge? What other building would be built so far out? Alright, Ancient of War now tanking a lot of that damage. Meanwhile, this Ancient of War, is it actually eating a tree? It is not. That's actually going to be taking a lot of damage there. Not altogether that beneficial. We are going to see the Night Elf player perhaps almost lose that Ancient of War, as the Ancient of War, what is that? The Demon Hunter just simply walked by, got the final hit, got a replenishment potion, and then is just continuing along its merry way. Blade Master now trying to do a bit of creeping as well. Let's see. I believe that Ancient of War is just going to sit there and absorb a whole bunch of damage. And now I believe, yes. Oh, the troll almost down. There it goes, as a Demon Hunter now battling up against a Blade Master. Oh, this could be a very, very bad fight here. What is happening? And a lot of damage is being dealt. There is a wind walk as the Demon Hunter and the Blade Master are running back and forth. This is so close. Wow. The Demon Hunter getting taken down so very quickly. Slippers of Agility, perhaps the only difference between victory and defeat there. If we had perhaps another item, Slippers of Agility on that Demon Hunter instead, the Demon Hunter may have come out ahead there. Troll Shadow Priest, oh, gets the steal! Oh my gosh. Alright, so that Archer gets the final shot off into that force, the Shadow Priest there, gets a little bit of the gold, not much experience, none at all, since there was no hero on the map, as the Blade Master currently sitting at level 2, pretty much out of mana though. Alright, Blade Master going to continue to creep out these very, very easy 4-2-2 creep camps, excuse me. And we'll see what the counter strategy will be here from the Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter is not too far behind in terms of experience. Now making his way off to the north. Is he perhaps going to try to creep out this creep camp here? The Forest Troll is going to get taken down as the Demon Hunter still looking for that Blade Master. Off over here, the Demon Hunter is getting in some shots, and it looks as though that Grunt may be taking a load of damage, 181 hit points, and dropping, but the Blade Master will be coming in, and it is pretty much at full life. Blade Master comes in. Archer now a little bit in trouble, as it is unfair in numbers, as both sides are still fighting it out, and oh, are we going to see a Speed Scroll? Beautifully utilized Speed Scroll in addition to a healing salve. Demon Hunter will not be able to catch up, and now an Archer forced to Shadow Meld. Alright, we are going to have Dust of Appearance and Boots of Speed. That Archer is going to see better days, as the Archer now tries and runs away. Where will it be going? Not very far, as two more shots. Oh, one more shot, and it does go down. Blade Master with that 52 damage upper end, getting in a nice random number generated attack there. Demon Hunter now slipping off to the north. Demon Hunter not looking to be in a very good situation at all. Night Elf significantly behind. We see a tech to Tree of Ages about to be completed. Tree of Eternity maybe coming around the corner. Stronghold being upgraded as well by the Orc. And I am expecting to see a Spirit Lodge and perhaps a Bestiary be placed down from the Orc player. Demon Hunter may decide to pick up a Beastmaster and follow it up with a Goblin Tinker. You can see the Staff of Preservation is already in hand along with a Clarity Potion. Are we going to see that? The Demon Hunter now comes in. Oh, gets in some easy shots. Tries to disrupt some healing, and this could be good or bad. What is happening off over here? And oh, the Demon Hunter now wanders off to the north, still wandering around in circles. The Demon Hunter does have Boots of Speed. And what is this? The Tavern Beastmaster now down. Are we going to perhaps see a Quill Beast? As the Quill Beasts do come in, there is a mana burn on a Blade Master that has essentially 0 mana. Perfect timing on that Windwalk. Both sides need to start fighting. Demon Hunter now acting as a bit of a meat shield. Not altogether that useful, as the Demon Hunter also getting tripped up by that Quill Beast. Alright, Beastmaster now attempting to take down the Bestiary. You see the Spirit Lodge is being built in the back. Alright, Demon Hunter is in a world of trouble. Staff of Preservation on the Demon Hunter. Yes, there it is. And another Quill Beast has been dropped down. Alright, Beastmaster now looking to just dance and dart around back and forth. Tauren Chieftain is out with Endurance Aura. Faster movement speed. Is the Bestiary gonna get delayed? It looks like it just might. Down to 80, 70, 40, 50 hit points. And oh, the Quill Beast trying to do such a good job. The Beastmaster now forced to retreat. The Quill Beast is not going to be able to do it. Not enough damage, as the Beastmaster now runs off my screen, so I cannot follow. Alright, Quill Beast. Oh, it should have done. Oh, teleport. Oh, where's the Blade Master? Oh, the Blade Master was not following. Wow, a huge use of the Waygate, as the Demon Hunter now looks to come back in. Alright, we are repairing on the Bestiary. That is not going to work out. Quill Beast now perhaps going to try to take down an Orc Burrow. This is not looking good at all, as the Beastmaster now hanging around by a fountain of health. Alright, interesting games so far, I must say. Demon Hunter now looking to back away. Things very much in favor of the Tauren Chieftain Blade Master Orc army. Level 3, level 1 compared to a level 1, level 1. I hear a level 3 hero is better than a level 1 hero, as we're going to see the Waygate teleport him across the map once more. Not quite sure how to describe the size of this map. It's big and small, all at the same time. I believe that Blade Master was just auto-following that one particular Beastmaster earlier, and that is the reason why the Beastmaster was able to get away. Very, very nice play coming in from the Night Elf, as we are now going into Druids of the Talon. Tree of Eternity already up. We are going into Mastery Training. Druids of the Talon will be cycloning many of those units here in just a moment. Beastmaster will be forced to try to drop down as many DPS Quill Beasts as it can. And now the Blade Master is here. Alright, there is a Mana Burn and a Fairy Fire, meaning that the Blade Master is currently revealing itself to the Druids of the Talon. Alright, here we go. There is that Spirit Link. Ancient of War now coming in. There is a Shockwave. Damage is being dealt. And oh, what is this? The Druid of the Talon now trying to get away. Fairy Fire. And oh, a Wisp doing a beautiful block there, as Wisp now coming off to repair the Ancient of War. I think he perhaps thought it was to dispel the Spirit Link and remove some mana, but that is definitely not the case. Druid of the Talon now trying to get up. Perhaps it can even go into Crow form, as we now see a lot of low hit point Druid of the Talon. Cyclone now. We also see that the Blade Master is up in the air. Druids of the Talon. This is a very, very dangerous situation, as the Druids of the Talon, many of them are low on hit points, and sitting at 27 hit points somehow survives. Alright, the Druids of the Talon now in Crow form may actually be able to take down that Red Drake rather easily. We'll see if that will actually be the case. The Druid of the Talon does 35 magic damage, and oh, the Blade Master is still revealed, and there is no Hawk, no Dust of Appearance. Nightfall now coming in, and this is going to be a slaughter. Two very quick dead Druids of the Talon. There is that Cyclone. A little bit too little, too late, as the Tauren Chieftain now comes over. There is a Mana Burn on that Tauren Chieftain. No more Shockwave. There is a Cyclone once again. And what is going to be happening next? Druids of the Talon need to be able to go back into Crow form. Unable to do so. And Night Elf is just having a horrible time here. Alright, what's going to be happening next? Tauren Chieftain taking down another Druid of the Talon, and oh, mana burn, yes, take down that Spirit Walker there, as we now see an ensnare. Up there goes another Druid of the Talon. Are we gonna see that Druid of the Oh, Raider gets taken down. Both sides losing units left and right. This is just a horrible day to be a unit, except a hero on Centaur Grove, as both sides not really executing the necessary micro to keep their units alive. Grunt's now gonna go down. Grunt does get taken down. There is another Cyclone neutralizing a hero. There's another Cyclone there. Are we gonna see that Grunt perhaps get taken down even with -3 armor and additional damage taken? It doesn't look like that's gonna work at all, as another Raider gets taken down. All right, both sides losing a lot, but now in comes some peons from the far side of the map. Druids of the Talon now trying to stay in crow form, stay alive. A lot of low hit point units, Quill Beast, damage being dealt, and we now see the units are regrouping for the Orc. Alright, this slight regrouping, not much is going to be happening here. There is a mana burn once again. Tauren Chieftain. Raiders, are they going to get off some ensnares? Down goes another Grunt, level 2 on the Beastmaster. And there is the Hawk to keep track of that Blademaster, even though it does have Fairy Fire on it. Alright, this is not looking good. 30 supply for the Night Elf. 45 supply for the Orc. I hear 45 supply is a better position to be in, as we see the Ancient of War now in a very front position here. Alright, there is a very gung-ho Raider running straight in. No ensnare at all. The Ancient of War acting as I guess a spine crawler or a melee defensive building right here at the front. If you run by, you will be taking a smack from that tree. All right, here we go. Orc now going after the Red Drake, fighting at the Fountain of Health. This is going to be a huge play. We can see that the Hawk is nearby. Blademaster does see this all, and this is not looking good at all for Night Elf. Night Elf now comes in with the Creepjack. Is it going to be enough? Mana burn. Damage is being dealt. You can see all of that true shot, or the searing arrows from the Centaur Impaler, dealing so much damage to those units. That is actually a lot of damage to be had there. So much damage being dealt. And now is the Demon Hunter perhaps going to try and take down these units rather quickly. All right, Red Drake taking a lot of damage. Oh, the Druid of the Talon get taken down. There it goes. What item was dropped? Talisman of Evasion on the Beastmaster. So the Beastmaster now doing an impersonation of a Demon Hunter, as there will be a lot of missing going on across the board. All right, Centaur Impaler gonna get taken down here. Potion of Greater Healing, just what the doctor ordered, and now Fairy Dragons are coming into play. This is going to be a very interesting fight, to say the least. Oh, there's a mana burn. Both sides fighting it out. Oh, could we get a Cyclone? That Blademaster taking way too much damage there, getting ahead of itself completely. There is, a Staff of Preservation to get the Beastmaster back. He's going to get some mana, get a Clarity Potion, and now head all the way back north. Alright, it looks like the Night Elf player is regrouping his army. 44 over 50 compared to 50 over 50. Much better position. Also, better counter units if he can micro those Druids of the Talon. Off over here, we see another Fountain of Health. And we could have another Creepjack. Goblin Tinker, is it hired? Yes, it is. So we now have another tanky hero. The Goblin Tinker, an intelligence hero with 5 armor. How useful is that? As the Rune of the Watcher and a Claws of Attack +6 being picked up by the Beastmaster, transferred to the Demon Hunter. Obviously, give it to the one who can attack air with the Orb of Venom, and also attacks faster. Alright, Red Drake will get taken down. Robe of Magi +6 may be given to the Tauren Chieftain, as he needs more mana. That is about 3 shockwaves worth if you do not account for mana burn, which you definitely must account for. Beastmaster sitting very close to level 3. Demon Hunter sitting at level 3. Goblin Tinker sitting at level 1. Not much to talk about there, but perhaps we will be seeing a Pocket Factory. And what is going on off over here? Are we perhaps going to see this creep out? Both sides about to engage on each other. There is a Hawk in the air, and now the Blademaster is going to simply walk straight up inside this base. Both sides, is it going to turn into a base race? Orc Burrows are very vulnerable to the Druid of the Talon attack, and now a Pocket Factory coming in as well. This could be huge. There goes one Orc Burrow. Beastmaster now seen at level 3. Fairy Dragons are phase shifting, and this is turning into a base race. All right, Ancient of Wonders now coming in. What is coming down? It looks like, is that a Scroll of Town portal? A Staff of Teleportation is a Scroll of Town portal, and we have the units returning home. Cyclone on the Blademaster. Blade Master is now up in the air, and that is the worst possible place for it to be. And is it going to be able to slip away? Yes, it will, but a couple of raiders will get taken down. All right. Pocket Factory still causing problems inside the base here, trying to take down some units, as we now see raiders will be going down. Demon Hunter, Blade Master, both sides battling out. There's a disenchant. Demon Hunter does have a potion of healing. Is it going to survive? Better. There it goes. Survives now at 500 hit points still. There is the Cyclone up once more, as both sides still trying to battle it out. Fairy Dragon needs to go into Fairy Dragon mode, or Mana Flare mode, as the Raider now, Raider gets off another Ensnare. Demon Hunter down to 100 hit points, 105, it gets taken down. Alright, this is not looking good. The Goblin Tinker is down now, but the Blade Master, is it out of mana? Yes, it is, and the Blade Master out of mana. It may get taken down. That is going to be a horrible position for it to be. Blade Master get taken down, and that, my friends, is going to be a huge loss in DPS. There it goes, level 2 on the Goblin Tinker. And trading of heroes, very nicely done. Are we going to see the Tauren Chieftain make it away? Tauren Chieftain looks like it will be able to do exactly that. Pocket Factory, Goblin Tinker sitting very low on mana, as they are simply waiting on a Raider. That Raider will get taken out, will not be able to return home. Doesn't even bother attacking. Down it goes. Level 3, level 2. Interesting battles, to say the least. Ancient of Wonders, dual Ancient of Wonders. Apparently, if you want to buy two... Excuse me. If you want to buy two Clarity Potions very quickly. Alright, off over here. Spirit Walker still making our way off to the north. Fountain of Health being utilized by the Night Elf player more than the Orc. That is a bit of a surprise. And still, we are fighting this out. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 3. Gonna go ahead and creep out this here. Beastmaster now making its way in. Is it gonna come in with the Creep Jack? Oh, the Spirit Walkers deciding not to disenchant anything. And now moving away once more. Alright, Goblin Tinker sitting at level 2. Beastmaster sitting at level 3. Where is that Demon Hunter? Demon Hunter is about to pop out. Blade Master, is it being resurrected? Yes, it is being resurrected the old-fashioned way. Raider is now utilizing the Fountain of Health. Very important here, as Orc does need a rather full army. Wisp now wandering around, actually going to get taken down by a couple of creeps there. Both sides really trying to figure out where the other player is. We are at low upkeep, 50 over 50 supply on each side here. Demon Hunter, oh, gonna get ensnared. That is not a good place for him to be. He pops right out just to get taken down, and that, my friend, is gonna be a problem. But the Blade Master, sorry, not the Blade Master, the Beast Master, and the rest of the Druids of the Talon arrive in time. Alright, Fairy Dragon, 1 Fairy Dragon, 2 Fairy Dragons are out, trying to lead that counterattack. 1 Raider on the move, and that 1 Raider will just get taken down. What is it doing? A sacrificial lamb, to say the least. Waiting for the rest of the army to show up, and oh, waiting for that Raider may actually be the downfall, as we now see that the what is this, the Demon Hunter, is he going to try to buy a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability? Is he doing exactly that? No, buying a Scroll of Town Portal, get out of jail free card is what he wants instead. Alright, here we go. There is that Windwalk Strike. 70 bonus damage, and now what's going to go down to this Demon Hunter, or go down to this Raider? Raider very low odd hit points, 370. Is it gonna enough damage going to be dealt? It looks like it will be able to retreat in time. And who is coming on top? The Demon Hunter, currently invisible. Wow, Potion of Invisibility. Apparently the Demon Hunter wants to do its own impersonation of a Blade Master, getting off a critical mana burn there on the Tauren Chieftain. Here we go. Here's the next fight. There's Mana Flare. Both sides. Who's going to come out on top? Pocket Factory. This made the last fight, as we are now attacking uphill. All the Druids of the Talon not in a good position, as all of these Spirit Walkers are actually walking in a very strange location. They may get taken down here in just a moment. Are we going to perhaps see a focus firing? Yes, there goes another Spirit Walker, and there is the GG. Both sides losing a lot of units, and now we see Black Sheep, who is playing under the name Nicker, taking game 1 in this series. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.